These are my friends and family. I'm establishing my audience. I have at least 5 people here. So let's get started. Ever wonder what in the world am I going to make for dinner tonight? Me too. Today I'm going to show you how to make my grandmother's delicious Italian chicken cutlets. These chicken cutlets are really simple and they're really versatile. You can use them to put in a sandwich, lay them on top of a salad, throw them in a wrap, or my husband's personal favorite, chicken cutlet parmesan. Chicken cutlet parmesan is basically the chicken cutlet and then you add some sauce and mozzarella cheese. This recipe really brings me back to my childhood. When I was younger, I remember coming home from school and walking in the house and knowing immediately that my grandmother was making them because the aroma just filled up the entire house. Now I make these for my children and they absolutely love them. So first, I'm going to show you what ingredients we're going to be needing in order to make this recipe. You're going to need some dried parsley, or fresh if you prefer, garlic powder, eggs, locatelli cheese, and very thinly sliced chicken breast. We're also going to need some breadcrumbs, a knife, garlic cloves, a large bowl, and a tray. The chicken breasts need to be extremely thin. I cannot stress this enough. If the chicken breasts aren't thin, when you go to fry them, they're likely to burn on the outside because if they're that thick, they're going to take a long time to cook on the inside. We're ready to start. So first, take your egg and you crack it in the bowl. This is my little trash, thank you for coming bowl. Okay, you need to beat the egg. As Italians, we never measure anything. It's usually all according to really what it is that you want this to taste like. You can add garlic extra, you can add extra cheese, extra parsley, however you like it. It's really up to the way you prefer it. So I'm gonna put in just a sprinkle of garlic, a sprinkle of dried parsley, some locatelli cheese, and I'm gonna mix that up. And this is a really important base because then you take your chicken and you want to put them in there and get them all coated nicely so they can marinate. Really want to coat them nicely because this gives the chicken an extra kick of flavor. So, they're stuck. All right. So mix it up and get them nice and evenly coated. Then you're ready to set this bowl aside. You get rid of your dish and we're ready to start on the second step. We want to get our flat tray or dish or whatever it is that you prefer and get your Italian style breadcrumbs. I prefer the Progresso brand, but you can use whatever you like. And you can buy these Progresso breadcrumbs in any local supermarket. And I just like to sprinkle them on. Now, because we're Italian and we do everything so extra, I'm going to add even more to these already pre-seasoned Italian breadcrumbs. I'm going to add a lot more parsley, the rest of the locatelli cheese, and a bunch of garlic, because the garlic really kicks up the flavor. And a little bit of pepper. I would avoid using salt because the cheese really does provide a lot of salt already and you don't want to add any extra. So now you're going to take your fork and you really want to blend this well so everything is incorporated nicely. Make sure it's all blended. You can kind of work out any chunks of cheese. All right. Next, we're ready to start coating the chicken in the breadcrumb. Let any excess egg drip off. Dip it in. and kind of just coat it and pat it. I added some extra virgin olive oil to a cast iron pan, and I brought it up to a medium-high heat. You can tell when the oil's hot enough, you kind of sprinkle a little bit of the breadcrumb and it starts to sizzle. We're ready to put our cutlets on. We're ready to flip them over. That's a really nice golden brown coating right there. Another few minutes and they'll be all ready to eat. They're all ready. Now you just want to take them out, lie them on a dish, and they're ready to eat. Look at that. Delicious golden brown Italian style chicken cutlets. They smell delicious and I bet they taste even better. If you follow my easy steps, you can make these too. What are you waiting for? Manja!